Hi there, welcome back. So this is June 7th. This is week 11. It's 76 days since we started our project. So I'm going to give an update of how the project is going and also what we are working on, what we're going to do next week, how our confidence level has changed in this video. So just a recap of what we're doing. We are a startup that are documenting our process. We're a startup that are documenting a process. We are aiming to become a unicorn startup, and we believe that if we meet the three conditions, we can become a unicorn startup. And we are recording the process on the way so that we ourselves can learn, we can reflect back, and also we can share the experience to people who are watching this video. What happened for this week? This week, Ted is in Turkey, so he's in a friend's wedding. Also, Josh is on San Francisco, so both of them are not in Vancouver. There's a weekly-long event going in Vancouver called Vancouver Startup Week. I had 3 events that I organized. Just a few videos and pictures like how the event looked like. We had 3 events with the help of 4 volunteers, which is great. And also I had a lot of help from entrepreneurship at UBC. Michelle and Shannon helped me a lot with introducing a lot of startups, clean tech startups. Also, I got a lot of introductions from Foresight Canada, which is a clean tech accelerator program in Canada. So for those who are interested in clean tech, Foresight Canada is a great place to be. Also, if you have anybody within your team that is from UBC, entrepreneurship at UBC has 2 accelerator programs there, so it's worth checking those out as well. And also a big shout out to TTT Studios, who was the venue sponsor for the second event. And altogether, we had roughly 140 audience participants joining our panel sessions. So this week we started to talk to restaurants and bars who are looking for staff, cooks, line cooks, bussers, whatnot. So I've contacted a few, I think altogether 4 or 5 restaurants. I started making calls, but some restaurants, the manager's not around. I guess they're busy. So I need to kind of schedule some time with them. This is the tricky part. I did some sales with restaurants as well in Japan. So I know that most managers in restaurants are quite busy, but they sometimes have to fill in the shifts that the other staff can't fill in. So usually they're busy. Sometimes they have multiple restaurants they have to manage. So it's really hard to get a hold of them. I'll continue to work on that. I'll expand the pool of restaurants we have. We have only 5 or so, so I will try to find more restaurants that are looking for staff members. So once we can secure 3 or so restaurants that are looking for staff and are interested in our service and agree on the terms that they will pay us this amount, and we will full-time hire the staff on our side, and if you're not happy, we can kind of switch. If we have 3 or so restaurants, we can probably, within those restaurants, we can provide enough, we will be able to manage to meet at least some of the restaurants' conditions, requirements. So that's what I'm doing this week. So next week we'll continue to do this. Also, I'll be meeting up with the person who works at Immigrant Employment Council of BC. They help immigrants, people who are new to Canada, get jobs. So we think this is a really important part that we can help and provide value. So we like to talk to her, she works there, and understand more of like what is it that is difficult for immigrants, newcomers in Canada to get jobs. Also next week, I'll be looking into other areas. So we've talked about restaurants, warehouses, so like entry-level jobs, but there are some professionals that are missing in Canada that I'm sure that Canada can benefit from. For example, there's not enough doctors. There's a doctor shortage, medical doctor shortage in Canada. I'm wondering what the process is if you're, let's say, a medical doctor in another country, like even in the US, you can't become a medical doctor here in Canada. So I'd like to do some research and understanding what are the requirements to become a medical doctor. How can you switch your license to Canadian medical doctor? So there's lack of research in hospitals, in care facilities, and there's a huge demand there. If we can help people from other countries to be able to work on their profession, I think that will help them get a better job and also help Canadians get better health service here. So that's what I've done. That's what I'm planning to do next week. Confidence level wise, not much progress from last week. So still 20-30% within the scale of 100. So confidence level still low. We're working on it. I'm a bit frustrated that we haven't really progressed that much. Maybe you are frustrated to see that we haven't done much too, but we will get more done next week. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If there's any comments, any suggestions of what we should be doing, what we should be focusing, some ideas, some resources, any research paper, whatnot, please write it in the comment section. We really appreciate that. Also, if you can give a like to this video, that would be very encouraging. And if you are interested in seeing how we progress, it'll be great if you could subscribe to this channel. I'll be putting videos every week of showing how much we've progressed. So that's it, and I will see you next week. Bye.